Good evening, folks. Well, this is the first real video of explaining how to climb Everest and going on the journey that I'm going on. So I'm going to start this one off with the fitness side. Typical week, I'm out and about tonight, so a typical week of training. I'm 8 months out from heading on expedition to hopefully summit Everest, 4 Thames Valley Air Ambulance, by the way. And I've been training now for a good 6 to 8 months worth of physical training, and prior to that skills training, etc. have been many years. So you don't just disappear up Everest without having done your research and working out what you need to do. So what's a typical week? Well, normally Monday through Friday, can sometimes be Sunday to Thursday. I move it by a day every now and again, but Monday to Friday I will do at least an hour and a half to 2 hours walking. Now that doesn't sound a lot, but when you think of it, where I'm actually walking, I'm up and down this big U shape. It takes 16 minutes, exactly a lap. And it's pretty steep, I'll be honest. Both sides are pretty steep, so it's a really good training ground actually. It worked exceptionally well for Denali, so I'm using the same again. This thing on my back, yep, that fella there, full of 25 k's of water. So that's really to push the muscles. It really gets your stamina going. It makes you walk slower as well, so you're not flying up the hill, because believe me, at altitude you will not be moving very quickly. If anybody's ever had they've been lucky to go to high altitude, they'll realise that their body just doesn't work the same down at sea level. You walk a lot slower, you tire out a lot quicker, and you're out of breath extremely quickly. So I'd say, so for 5 nights, sometimes in the morning, I'll flip it every now and again. I'll be up to an hour and a half to 2 hours of this type of walking, and that's pretty hard work. The minimum laps I can do is 4, so that's 4 times the 16 plus the walk home. The maximum I'm up to at the moment is about 8. They will progress as the months go, and then I'll do some stamina sessions where I actually physically see how long I can actually go for before I physically give up. And I'm expecting to do a fair whack of those coming up towards December, January time. What else do I do? I go on the rowing machine 5 days a week as well. During lunch hours I'll be rowing. Now I have been rowing around 7k, getting the stamina up, getting the muscles used to the rowing machine. But now I've dropped that down to 2k of very intense, very hard 2k, because I'm actually using it for my aerobic exercise, not the physical side, because the physical is now this evening, and the 5 evenings I do. The rowing's there to get the aerobics going, because I'm going to need that. And then Monday and Thursday nights, indoor hockey, otherwise known as floorball. An hour, just over an hour running around very hard on the hockey court. So that's a typical week for myself. I like to keep Saturday and Sundays clear. I say clear as in I may end up going to have a game of golf or relaxing or generally chilling out. Happy to help Jane in the garden as well. Did a lot last Saturday, about 5, 6, 7 hours in the end. It was quite a chunk of a day. But the great thing is not having to do anything means your mind's released from thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to have training again. So what other training do I do? Well, I actually sit in the office or whenever I'm watching TV with 2 3k weights for my arms, because I'm going to have an ice axe pretty much the whole time I'm on Everest. And it doesn't sound a lot, but when you're carrying an ice axe around and actually using it, your arms get quite tired. So I'll be sitting around the office or sitting around when I'm watching telly in the evenings, and just literally doing arm exercises with these 3k weights. And that is really good exercise, to be honest with you. So on a typical Monday or Thursday, it's around 3.5 hours worth of exercise. Half of that's aerobic, half of that is stamina. Through Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday, it's around 2.5 hours, ballpark figure, and that's all pretty much stamina apart from the small amount of aerobic during the day on the rowing machine. So that's a typical week, 8 months out from Everest. So I'll explain a bit more later on in the week, so hope to see you all then. And don't forget, as I say, raising money for Thames Valley Air Ambulance, so any donations greatly received. Thank you.